Hi, I'm Dempsey Pilat.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Hustlers was directed by Lorene Scafaria and stars Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Julia Stiles, Keke Palmer, and Lily Reinhardt. Now, Cardi B and Lizzo are also in this, but we'll get into their roles in just a bit. The film is based on a New York Magazine article, which in turn is based on a true story, about strip club employees that con their Wall Street clientele out of, well, let's just say a lot of money. I really love this film. As a matter of fact, you might recall a couple months ago, I actually reacted to the very first trailer when it dropped here on this channel, and personally, with the exception of Cardi B, I thought that the film just looked okay. But boy, have I never been so happy to be so wrong. Cardi B and Lizzo, as I mentioned before, are in this film, but their roles are very minor compared to just how big their names are plastered on the poster. In fact, it's surprising at how little screen time they get, considering just how integral they were to the marketing campaign. Don't get me wrong, when they are on screen, they are really good, but they're really only playing themselves. I don't even want to say that they're playing parodied versions of themselves because, well, they really are just being themselves. I mean, Lizzo's character carries around a flute, for Christ's sakes, to give you an idea of what I mean. The primary focus of the film, though, is the relationship between Constance Wu's Destiny and Jennifer Lopez's Ramona. They are the heart of the film, and they do a really good job. Constance Wu is particularly impressive, though, just because, well, I'd only really ever seen her lead in Crazy Rich Asians. I don't watch her ABC show, so I was under the impression that she was just a strictly comedic actress. But once again, I was proven wrong. Here, she demonstrates just how much range she has, and she provides enough weight to her character that makes the audience feel for her and understand why she ends up in the predicament she's in the first place. However, when everything's all said and done, Jennifer Lopez is by far the person who stands out the most here. She's not only the best aspect of the film, she is the film. From the very first time that you see her character to the very last line of dialogue she has, which, by the way, gave me chills, she steals the show. To say that she is in rare form here is an understatement. She is at her very best. And honestly, I think this was the role that she was born to play. She does it so effortlessly and with enough verbal and physical finesse that I actually forgot I was watching the same J-Lo that did these movies. Honestly, I think Jennifer Lopez has a really good shot at getting an Oscar for this role. Yeah, that sentence just came out of my mouth, and I'm just as surprised as you are, but it's true. And I haven't been this hopeful for someone to win an Oscar since I saw J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, and we all know how that turned out. So we'll just have to see. Now, once again, don't get me wrong, the rest of the cast, including Keke Palmer and Lily Reinhardt, they're good too, especially with their recurring jokes and gags throughout the film, but J-Lo is the real star here, in front of the camera. Lorene Scafaria, on the other hand, is the star behind it. As both writer and director of the film, you'd expect for the final product to have a singular voice, but the film actually has a lot more perspective than that. Scafaria acknowledges and encapsulates the struggles that the female gender has through a rather humorous yet truthful lens, but nevertheless is still able to show us just how empowering being a woman is. And whether you're a man or a woman, there's no denying that it's pretty amazing. Truthfully, I only really had one issue with this film, and that was the way in which it's told. Now, you can't tell this by the trailer, or I couldn't anyway, but the film is structured as an interview with interwoven flashbacks, and while you don't know that it's an interview at first, it is revealed eventually that it is, and then from that point forward, they just kind of cut back and forth, and to me, that's just a device that's overdone nowadays. We see it in a lot of biographies or other films where a series of events spirals out of control and, you know, they're trying to get to how it started. So tell me, when did this begin? You know, that kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of worn off on me, and I was expecting for the story to be told in a much more original way. Like I said, I didn't see that coming from the trailers, so it was a little bit disappointing, and I honestly think that the film could have done without it. Overall, though, Hustlers was a genuine surprise. Imagine if Widows, Wolf of Wall Street, and The Big Short all had a baby. And that baby grew up to be a stripper, a successful stripper. That's this film. In all seriousness, though, it's fun, it's funny, and full of a bunch of WTF moments. More than I can count, but they're all great, okay? It's a surefire crowd pleaser. And for that, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
Guess you must have liked it.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, I would ask that you please subscribe. I post new videos weekly, and I'm always working on new stuff, okay? I tell you guys this all the time, but it's true, okay? As a matter of fact, we just dropped our latest episode for our podcast, me and my friends, that is. If you haven't heard it yet, please check it out. I'll put the link in the description box below. But what did you guys think of this film? I'm very eager to hear from you all. Do you think that J-Lo deserves an Oscar? Obviously, I do. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I don't know. Let's chop it up, okay? But once again, thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to view these videos. It really does mean the world to me. And I love making them for you. So, I should probably get back to work, right? Until next time, I'm Dempsey Pilote. Take care.